What do you mean by that? The flies had already started to gather.
Gumshoe?
Oh! The bridge had already been fixed by the police started investigation, correct? Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the caravan and put the lock back in on myself. I realized I couldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
She means Iris. The real Iris?
The real deal. She said she'd come to make sure the secret cabin was alright, stupid girl. I came out of the secret cabin and got a feel for the situation.
Huh.
And I walk her away in my place, because I'm a bitch like that. I had finally learned exactly what had happened. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean your plan had succeeded?
I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me had assumed it was pure fate.
Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions.
But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was Misty Faye, the picture book author.
What?
Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I was cautious in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there. Maya Faye. I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit.
And that is...
Matricide. The sin of killing your own mother.
No way!
Panic voice!
You will lose the panic voice!
What?
Order in the court! What is the meaning of this?
It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya Faye, but even so, the murderer who actually nuffed the Misty Faye life was none other than your darling little Maya.
Wait a minute!
My little Maya, wait.
Ridiculous! That's nonsense!
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What? What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Maya Faye has disappeared is the evidence enough, isn't it?
Huh?
This idea that she's still in the sacred cabin is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the inner temple, that much is obvious. In that case, there is only one place she could be.
Where?
Do I have to spell it out? She's the bottom of Eagle River, where else? Eagle River? Maya Faye killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies wind up in there or lost forever. I don't know about that.
Stop with the bitch pose.
Bitch pose. So what do you have to say now, Feeny? You bitch. Oh. Okay.
That's Godo's phone theme. His theme, but phone ring.
Aha, hi, my ringtone.
I actually like it. It's pretty cool.
Oops. Sorry, that's my phone.
What kind of ringtone is that? Dude, it's the same thing we heard over and over again. Oh, damn it.
Get out of here. Okay, thanks.
I could have done the background
Badass.
voice. Was it something important?
No, not really. Just one guy saying dot 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 dot. Anyways, I just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern.
That's great. What about Maya?
There was a woman in the cave.
Was it Maya Faye?
It was his accused sister Iris.
Huh?
Don't Don't look so surprised. I walked her in there yesterday. I just got finished telling you that.
So, what about Maya? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the second cabin.
No, it can't be! I hate her already.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead.
I have some
What a
doubts on
bitch!
that. No!
What are you, Tarzan?
Damn it!
Damn it, I want to be Tarzan.
It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end. Damn it!
Screen.
Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Duxton, also known as Missy Faye, was her own daughter, Maya Faye. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Faye jumped to her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River.
Wait a second.
Can't be.
Ah,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Goldo has something to say. Don't stop the trial to the last mug is right, I guess. I don't know. Right, have you ever heard of this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Deja vu. Haven't we heard that before?
Yeah, we heard this. This
No
is the
matter-
first time?
No. No matter how improbable it may seem.
What is that supposed to mean, Prosecutor Godo?
According to this witness, my Faye threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth? No. Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden. Which means Maya had thrown herself into the river. It must have been the inner temple side near the bridge. That's right, that's where she jumped from. I am gonna bitch. But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump onto the river from there.
Yep. What?
Don't get your panties all twisted, right? Just relax and think through the whole thing again.
So it's impossible. Maya couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River? Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Outdoor claims Miss Faye threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim? Okay. Is it the bridge? No.
It's the map.
Yeah, I was thinking of the map as well, actually.
Because it shows there the river on that side is actually still
Still have some cliffs there.
yeah.
So yeah, there's a contradiction.
We see the corpse if you throw yourself.
Yeah, it's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness.
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Oh, you got a point there. Just take a look at this overhead map. Alright. Close up. There you go. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Rock shelf?
Ooh! You're right! She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped up from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should be able to see her body in this photo.
Oh god, she just got real. Huh, so we finally figured it out. You know!
You got hit. You will lose the internet.
We got this,
Order,
bitch.
order.
We got this, bitch, no problem. You're just playing with me. My fake body is at the bottom of Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could have possibly be hiding.
Lying is impossible now. Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago.
Maya Faye wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River.
Correct. That eliminates all most likely possibilities.
Godo joins Phoenix in the party. Yes. Now, although it seems improbable,
Double team time.
there's still one other place she could be. What? What is this one possibility you are talking about?
That's obviously a bluff. So where is her dead body then? She's not dead.
Not dead. Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there's a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Fatality. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where my fate is? In this courtroom.
Yes.
And you'll see why. There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
Hiding under the desk. My face
You
right.
say she's here in my courtroom? Everyone's shocked.
I would be shocked if
Dahlia
that was true.
Hawthorne, I seem to recall that you said I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
So what?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
And do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Why, that's obvious. It's Pearl Faye. That pathetic widow sniveling run. You see, that's where you're wrong, because when you're Shadow, you still maintain the hair color,
Yeah.
and you don't have a fucking...
Then something else. You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it.
Yes, we also have Stickman in, plus Pearl is with us, so... I've never failed with channeling someone. This is the first time it happens.
Isn't there an explanation for why you couldn't channel spirit?
It could have happened if someone else had already channeling the same spirit.
There you go. There's your explanation, Dahlia. What do you have to say now, bitch?
Someone called me before Pearl did, but who? Can you
Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct?
Huh.
It wasn't Pearl that channeled you.
And the only other person who could
There
have
was
done
someone who could have channeled you before she could, and that's my FA.
it, because she's the only other person who could have done it.
Yeah. Besides me is dead.
Besides me, is dead, yes.
Yes, this is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left. Come on already, I can't stand the tension!
Who can't stand the tension, goddammit!
Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be
Someone
my
with the black
Faye!
hair! Wait, yeah, also that. My Faye! She's
What?
just got through again.
Ain't you lost her spirit? But how could that be? Remember what this witness, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, said about her goal.
She said that her goal was to kill my Faye.
Apparently she failed. Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her...
Well, Gramps, what would happen? I'm confused.
Could it be... It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor.
Well, I don't. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
To protect herself? From me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Faye. That's true. The path to the inner temple was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All along you thought you had been channeled by pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you!
No. Don't say that.
Oh my god, that Gary pulls again!
Super pitch rolled away! You're saying that I was played for a fool by that widow help? My fake kill herself! Isn't it obvious?
I have something against that.
Bullshit.
Sorry, but no! It would have been impossible for her to jump into the Ingle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl like that, who never been out in the real world. She could never have come up with a plan like that. Who could have given her such a brilliant idea?
Well, me, of course. And here's me again. Mia!
Mia Fey.
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
So it's true. It was you.
Yes.
Ah, you're something else. But what? What are you doing here?
That hair. It's pearls, right? Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden, and then in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. Oh, come on, not again!
Ah! I closed my eyes this time! You can't do it again! And now I cannot open. Okay. I was stabbed by Maya Fey.
Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did?
Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed. When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do.
She did that? I can't believe it.
Of course, I didn't have all details, but one thing was perfectly clear. And that was... I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free. Free? What do you mean? It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived. So was Maya put that lock on there? It wasn't Sora after all.
Ah.
Yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things? If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Faye. Pearls? Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan, so all she was trying to do was follow her mother Morgan Faye's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
So that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have been used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all costs.
Yes, certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you! I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it? Dahlia Hawthorne, your little plan was nothing but a big failure. Yes,
She's a bitch.
another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes, including the crime when you tried to kill me? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.